So this second map in Quake Live Champions League between sitto and aCt is going to be Intervention, the old OSP6 for...
Yep. Personal favourite of mine, not necessarily to play, but I just do like this map. Well, I say to play, I mean, I've enjoyed playing this map, but I can understand perhaps why it was taken out of the map pool, but I'm glad to see it back, if you know what I mean.
Let's just quickly remind ourselves of the teams. Q50, Dimitri, Medixa and Zyrinx for sitto. And for aCt, Dash, ZLC, Nightops and Blind. And we have a very big fan of this map in Dash, don't we? Because the Hungarians, this was always their map pick.
Yeah, they were pretty formidable on this, either as their national team or just as various like Hungarian clans as well were strong on this map.
That could be an advantage, and I mean, it's hard to say across the board who's got the advantage.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I don't know how much, let's say, Zyrinx or Dimitri have played this map, or if Medixa is that familiar with it. I mean, Q50 would have played it a long time ago in Quake 3, but...
UK were never fans of it though, so...
How much they've played it in Quake Live in the recent weeks, you know, in preparation for this game will be interesting.
As we ended that last map, I was going to say... pressure is actually on sitto. I mean, if they understand the way the table's working, they kind of need to win this 2-0 to sort of
they do.
Guarantee passage through, or have the biggest opportunity of winning the group, and so getting to the final. So it's not like there's just pressure on aCt here. If anything, there's more pressure on sitto to get a 2-0 win.
Well, they'll still be able to beat 4 Kings and go through, won't they? But it would be better, it'd leave them better placed, I think, to still win this 2-0.
Well, it wouldn't, because even if they beat... Oh, that would be the last game actually, wouldn't it? Yeah, so that's fine. Here's the first quarter of the map picked up by Medixa. Wow. Look at that! Picks up a hell of a lot of kills straight away. A machine gun down.
That's unfortunate that someone spawned there, because obviously he needed to look for some health, and there was an opportunity to find health around that corner, but ZLC put an end to him.
Q50's point of view, he does drop off his weapon to a teammate. So on this map, I mean, there's a single power-up, as we just saw. It's kind of a controllable zone, similar-ish to, say, Dreadful Place.
Yeah, it's not a quad you want to turn up too late for, unless you've got a really, really organised attack. You know, you can't just pile in up the bounce pad or drop in from high, because you know, those are the positions that you're easy to shoot from.
Q50 taking up a position here by the railgun, and it leads round to the back to that mid-yellow as well. This is an ideal position for one player to get control of, if you're in control of red especially. Get massive advantage.
Seem to be doing... Well, I don't know who's in control of red really. We can see there's a fight over it, but...
I think sitto must have grabbed that red. Following Q50 isn't really in much action at the moment. No, that wasn't a pun. Everywhere he goes, there's nobody to fight.
No, but he'll head back for the next rail, I guess, and then before you know it, it'll be time to head towards a position to, you know, be ready for quad.
It's Q50 trying to chase out and get some damage. He's been really unfortunate everywhere he goes, and now suddenly he's rushed down by ZLC's LG, and
I thought that rocket he fired was going to hit direct, but didn't find ZLC.
He just got caught out by the weaponry he was up against there, really, more than anything. I mean, you don't necessarily expect someone to just drop off there with a lightning gun. ZLC going aggressive with the rockets in this quad zone. 5 seconds to go before it spawns. Dimitri.
Got to ask where's his team.
Oh no, he's run out of shotgun ammo. Gotta be cautious here. This is a dangerous route if he comes up against a radar. Doesn't. There's not too much health to play with. The raid will be up in 5 seconds. Not sure if he knows the time of it, but... Oh.
Surprised he didn't hear, or did he hear? But not
I think he did hear it.
The 5's being picked up behind red. I would have fired a rocket.
I think he knew someone was going to be there, but he was just going to go around the back of them and then failed the jump. And then got stuck. Following Nightops at the moment, he's hitting 38% lightning gun. Sitting in this red armor area. Traditional tactics.
Well, holding red and looking to put damage across onto the other side of the map. timing the lightning gun and the mega as well from red. You know, that's pretty standard, but interestingly, he has a railgun, and in Quake 3, having a railgun at red would be a great thing to have, but he's not sitting in positions to really make use of it or passing it off to a teammate, and well, now it's gone because he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, interesting in that position. He had a range of weapons that maybe could have passed off one to like a teammate.
I mean, I really think, especially the rail, I mean, kind of angles you can take up at the red to shoot across to the railgun to the yellow armor. And it's a big deal having a railgun at red. I don't think he really made use of it.
It's like any map as well. You want to be just dealing out range damage as much as you can.
Well, yeah, railguns. It's most of the time it's unreturned damage, isn't it? And that's what TDM's all about: doing as much damage as you can while taking as little as you can in return.
So follow my aCt 10 seconds to go before quad. I'm going to cycle around though. Blind has actually got 75 armor, but only 23 health. He has got lightning gun. They're all at the quad already. Action, but they're not in very good defensive positions. If a guy could just dive it. Oh my god! Blind ran onto a grenade. I didn't think he could see it with the dropped weapons. 2 frags on the board from Nightops. Got to be cautious. That shotgunner does take out Dimitri.
It'd be very easy for him to just forget about that and look to move on.
Yellow at mid is going to be in the hands of Nightops, and he has healthed up, taking the route down to the lightning gun zone, and that's effectively baited 50 in.
It's an interesting route. I mean, it's worked out for him. I'm surprised he went down to the lightning gun.
6.
Yeah,
and he gets that 7 right at the end. Dimitri.
One of them was a teammate, so we have to penalise him for that.
Okay, so 6 frags on that run.
Yeah.
2 frag margin in Action's favour after that power-up run.
Yeah, and this is what they were missing on Purgatory, was good power-up runs, and Nightops, already he's given Action a good power-up run, and it's, see how close the game is as a result.
Now, what's interesting about that as well, it's given them a great positioning control of this red, and they have to take advantage of that. In fact, he's confiscated that rail away from Q50. He was a little bit rash there.
This time, he needs to give the railgun to someone. Or at least take up positions where he can use it himself. But just running around with the railgun and not using it, and well, there you go, it's wasted again. I have to say, it is no other word for it. It is wasted.
Yeah, it's the type of weapon you need to kind of protect at distance and really utilise. Like, well, we see Zyrinx with a railgun. He knows how to use a rail. 5 impressives already on this map.
I mean, with the advent of weapon drop, obviously in Quake Live, a valuable gun like the railgun, you shouldn't be holding on to one and not using it. You should always make sure that you give it away if you're not going to be in positions to use it.
Rocket launcher collected by Dash, who's, I guess, sorted out his lag problems now. Picks up the red armor, and look, he's going to do that lovely, sweet drop down into the quad area 5 seconds before it spawns. That's what I love about this map, all the jumps. Nice rocket jump up, in fact, by Dash. Defensive position. He has lost all his armor, but I guess that was the plan.
Quad,
that was a good dodge by ZLC. Because that railgun was aimed right at the pickup of Mega. ZLC, the crate of ammo is not up. Nice little drop down, he avoids taking damage there. ZLC knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Here's the lightning crate up at quad. He's not going to go for it. Going to look for the frag down the lower red anyway. And without looking at the stats, I'm getting the impression that Action have probably had the better of the Reds. Let's have a look at the stats.
Well, you are certainly right.
God, yeah. How very perceptive of me.
Well, obviously.
Looking at my screen.
But they had more megas as well, Dis, which is a good sign on this map because, as I said, holding red and just doing nothing, that's not impressive at all. But holding red and moving out to, keep track of that.
Oh, he's such a good position here. Going to take out Zyrinx, surely. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was really nice. But as I said, moving out and taking the mega, that's a great thing for the red armor team to do.
That was a good kill on Zyrinx, who seemed to take a lot of damage. And then he confiscated the rail away from him. Yeah, moving out to the mid, taking that mega. You want to, well, Zyrinx just coming out straight at the bounce pad and getting a kill there. Rewarded with the railgun drop. You want to work on that lightning gun as well, of course, if you're in the red armor control.
Yeah, I mean, lightning gun is, I think, the best weapon on this map because there are a lot of areas you can avoid, being hit by rails, but lightning gun is so dangerous on so many parts of this map.
Blind did just take that last red, and he'll be very Probably the best stacked player for the quad at the moment. On the
Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't have much lightning gun ammo left.
There might be a lightning gun crate at quad. In fact, teammate did just get bounced onto it. He's going to miss out on that. He's going to miss out on the quad pickup as well.
Unlucky. They'd have been hoping to pick that quad up. They nearly did.
Ash with the rail trying to take on Zyrinx with machine gun. ZLC is his saviour. Let's cycle around somebody with a weapon. Or Nightops, actually. He's got 50 armour. He's got a lightning gun, rail gun again. Rocket. He just spawned with like 5 weapons. Always got weapons, Nightops. I guess.
There's a time on Mega, which is good as well. So, action, you have to say they're playing very well on this map. In contrast to the first map, where they did get kind of out-itemed and didn't do very well on the power-ups. And this time, they're doing brilliantly.
Now, it is a viable tactic, of course, to control the yellows, but you are spread out, and you really can't afford to give your opponents railguns, because then you've lost weaponry advantage.
I think you can play the yellows if you have extremely strong railers who know all the angles to take advantage of on this map. I mean, you can make it on this map where, you know, the other team playing the red is almost scared to try and move away from the red, because you can cover so many of the escape routes from red with the railgun. You know, I can remember games in Quake 3 where, you know, the team looking to move out of red, you know, the moment they tried it, they'd get railed instantly. But you're not really seeing that in this game.
Something Action have done effectively, of course, is as soon as they got that red, they are obviously moving out and pressuring on the Mega, so they're always dealing damage out, stopping that kind of setup happening.
Yeah, I mean, they've still got one more Mega pickup, and they're actually obviously dominating red pickups 19-5, so they're doing very well.
15 seconds to go before this next quad. Zyrinx does get that final Mega. He's got 50 armor as well. Railgun, look at that damage from the LG. They have got a decent defensive setup, although the damage, look, the Zyrinx is taken. He's surely going to be killed before the quad. But whose quad's going to be? Q50's just trying to make it theirs, but Dash picks it 1 health. That was pretty inevitable. It was going to go down in the end. That's something you get in this area as well, around this quad, is whenever he dies, there's just a mountain of weapons for somebody who gets a good spawn to go and retrieve.
Yeah, it's kind of like the pit on the M6 with the quad as well.
The pit of death. It's still a close enough game that sitto could bring this back, and they are in position at the red. Is this what they need, just a bit of red control?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, they literally have had 0 red control all game. I think the only reds they've picked up really are from when players have spawned on that spawn behind the red.
Medixa with that red pickup is going to drop off for that 25. I mean, really, this is the railgun position, isn't it?
Yeah, but he doesn't have one. But he has a lightning gun, so he should be. I guess they don't know the time. He should be at Mega right now if they don't know the time. You know, he's got the ideal weapons for it, especially if he moves out low, because you're not very vulnerable to rail when you move out low.
Ooh.
Not low that way, but low the other way. And, you know, he'd have been in on that Mega with rocket launcher and LG, and he would have probably been able to do a lot of damage.
This is the danger with the way they're playing this area, is they're a bit too defensive, and that gives Action time to set up and hit
it's all right to be. It's all right to be defensive if you were Medixa right now and you had a rail. Sit back and look to hit someone. I mean, look, where he was there, he could see over to the yellow armor, but he doesn't have a rail, so there's nothing he can do here.
Yeah, maybe if Action had better positions on the railers as well, he would have been railed, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. And that.
Time to say though, that
closing it in though.
Just sort of came from nowhere, and that gave away a lot of frags, and Zyrinx as well picking up some spawn frags. Yeah, exactly. Not a time to attack red, you'd have to say.
The battle ensues then over this next quad up in a couple of seconds. We switch to Q50, who's miles away from the battle, unfortunately. Going to make it Izzy to go and rail at the quad. He does take it out. And they should retain control of the red from this. And
yeah,
might even pick up quite a few frags if Action do attack in. It's blind. Does get railed. Q50 can't really drop off onto him. They lost position though. I mean, they seem to go a little bit too defensive there.
So that was a great return rail, but give up his rail run.
Nice LG from ZLC player jumping right into him, but he has got every weapon except the rocket launcher now.
Needs to get away and not lose those weapons.
Oh, only 8 health. Dangerous route as well. Has he escaped?
Just with 4 health.
I think he pulled out the rail to drop it for a teammate. What's he doing? Oh! I guess his teammate must already have rail? I don't...
Maybe.
Either way. I mean, the game is close, but it started to come back before that power up, but it hasn't really... Then it just slightly went away from sitto again. They have lost control of red, so maybe that is why.
Nice rail by Q50.
I think it's as simple as that, Boar. Just get control of red sitto and...
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think when they have control of red, they will probably bring this game back pretty much to a tie game, and then we'll be in for a very interesting final few minutes. But that's easier said than done. And it does look like, yeah, and it will look like Action probably are in advantage for this quad. Major advantage, actually.
There's only 3 quads left on the map. Nice rocket jump! Oh my god! He actually steals the quad away. What a bizarre rocket jump as well.
What the hell was that, man? Where did he come from? At that speed?
He just did it off the side wall, I think, up from the drop down. It just... they just missed their shots though. Did he like...
Yeah.
Oh, that was weird. I think he bounced off the top of it as well, so his the angle he was coming in at was just a little bit off and caught him out completely. That's amazing still by Zyrinx.
Keeps the game alive as well, because maybe that quad would have been enough for Action to see this one out.
Well, I mean, you think about that though. He committed suicide grabbing it, but he had a rocket launcher, right? And it's a pretty obvious spot to just spam rockets down, and so maybe he could have just done that, taken out the quad in the hands of Action, maybe killed them.
Maybe he could have taken them out and taken the quad and survived.
Yeah, done a massive run of 30 frags, and they'd be leading us now.
30. Bit optimistic.
Hey, this is Zyrinx we're talking about, mate.
Whereas 30 would be standard.
ZLC rail down on Medixa. And they've gone a little bit more compact now. Is the pressure starting to tell?
Well, I don't know, I mean, there's no reason for them to be so aggressive anymore. They already have a very nice lead that should be more than easily held on to for the remainder of the game, so this kind of defensive posture, it will force sitto to attack them, and they should pick up some easy kills.
Who's that then? They
have so many railguns as well. I can't understand how they've got so many railguns so easily.
Dash was just in the rail position there, missed out on him. Oh my god, sitto failing Medixa, trying to get that railgun shot. Switch around to Zyrinx, being aggressive at the quad, but pretty much on his own at the moment against 2 Action players. Oh my god, don't know how he didn't die. They're going to miss out on this quad though. It's going to be in the hands of ZLC. That was the penultimate quad.
Doesn't have ideal weapons, but wow.
Oh, direct rocket right between the eyes by Dimitri. Does just fail that rocket jump. It wouldn't have got him a red or anything anyway, so too much loss, just a bit of health, I guess. Going for the air rockets and night. It was always a difficult position to attack with a rocket launcher, of course.
Borderline impossible.
And Action just going to play a tight game, are they?
Yeah, as I said, this is all they have to do. I mean, sitto are going to be forced to come and attack them. If they have any hope of turning this around, so...
I mean, let's be realistic. Do they have any hope?
No, they don't. We will be going to a 3rd map.
Boom Dungeons will be on the way. So Medixa with the railgun in this quad area, just trying to hit some shots away on the red pickup, but the red's already been picked up. So he might be waiting quite a while to get an angle of somebody in that position.
I also think that when you're hitting 33% rail, going for such tight shots is probably not advisable. You just want to sit somewhere and get some nice easy ones to boost your confidence after missing so many.
It has slowed down so much in these last, what, 4 minutes or something. Impressive. And this is the biggest issue, isn't it? I mean, if you're the yellow side of the map, you can't let the guys in the red have the rail, because you see that they try and move in to attack the red, just coming up against rail shots.
There's no way to get in and clear them out, you know, without getting hit minimum of once. And when there's multiple railers, you know, there's really no way they should have any chance of getting in. Because, you know, it's a lot of easy shots because it's very predictable where you have to come from. You know, you have to come up a bounce pad or around the corner where someone can just sit waiting to hit you.
Great move on Nitops there. We saw the little jump he did across the quad as well. Love this map in the red armor area, the jumps. Dash, 100 armor on the board. Lightning gun in hand, railgun, rocket launcher with this quad damage. You've got a decent amount of health as well. That tempting mid-yellow. Gonna go for it, and not the best they'll do, but he looks laggy.
Yeah, he's lagging. You have to give him that at least.
Nice first rocket, good. Rail finish off on Q50. Nice little quad run there, considering his lag as well. Oh.
Nice. Nice.
Very nice.
So a nice end to the map for Dash.
And it's going to be the second map. Comfortable victory in the end. Look, 40 odd frags.
I mean, almost as comfortable as sitto's victory on Purgatory.
I'm going to go to a third. It's going to be Grim Dungeons. Which I'm really glad it is. Because that is a hard map to call who's going to take that one.
Yeah, I mean, I said Sitto were my favourites before this match started, but I might be shifting in towards supporting action here on out.